Hello there, my name is Handy Gui and this is your English news at 5 p.m. Let's move on to the news. The metal tank discovered at Lutong Beach have nothing to do with oil and gas offshore platform. However, the source of the metal tanks are currently being investigated by the relevant agencies.
According to Assistant Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Dato' Sebastian Ting, his side will need to source and to document the metal tank's background and historical value.
I had also contacted Shell to ask them to help to see what are the for any possibility of the Shell had some activities there or not. Now, according to what I heard from a senior staff of the Shell, that according to their record, there was none over there. So we are now very puzzled, of course very excited, wanting to know what is this round metal thing.
Ting added recently another 3 tanks were discovered, making it a total 5 tanks altogether. Due to the beach erosion, more of the tank's surface became obvious and now huge parts have been unveiled. Therefore, he urged the relevant agencies to hasten the tank investigation as well as dealing with the beach erosions to protect Lutong Beach. Meanwhile, John Hill, the man who discovered the metal tank contacted by TVS, believes the tanks are relics of the World War II era.
I don't think it's come from offshore, in my opinion. I could be wrong, because, how would it happen, if you dropped something metal offshore so heavy, it would just go to the bottom of the sea. My opinion, it's been in the ground since 1946. And with the erosion of the coast and the beach, they suddenly appeared. I'm still investigating. I can't say that for sure, but that's my feeling too. There's nothing to do with oil and gas. I can't say 100% sure, but I think it's unlikely.
All right. 2 crocodiles were captured during an operation conducted by Sarawak Forestry Corporation in Kampung Meranik, Kota Samarahan on Wednesday. The corporation managed to cull 2 reptiles from the Meranik River, measuring about 3 meters and 2 meters respectively, during the wee hours at around 12 a.m. and 2 a.m.
The operation was carried out following reports of a recent crocodile attack at the village. Since the corporation have captured 4 crocodiles so far. However, it is believed that a larger crocodile and the corporation is still on the hunt for the vicious reptile.
Efforts to promote the beauty of Sarawak through storytelling and interesting visuals continues to play a vital role in rejuvenating the tourism industry. This method is effective in giving the first impression for future tourists all over the world to visit the land of Hornbill.
Approaching 2021, according to the Minister of Arts, Culture and Tourism, Dato' Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, the industry needs to adapt to the fast-paced development to revitalize the local tourism industry.
Storytelling is an art, and it is art done right by all of you throughout the years, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, where we needed it much more than during the other times. That has been instrumental in restarting of our local tourism industry as we gradually weather challenges faced by the pandemic.
He added that the response from the local and out-of-state residents reacted positively.
Our year-end reports indicate that we have reached an astounding 1.1 billion over audiences throughout 2020 with our stories and initiatives, despite the global pandemic that we are facing now. As our borders gradually start to open, inshallah should be by next year, we hope to continue to reach out to many more prospective visitors to ensure Sarawak remain top of the mind and hopefully entice them to visit us once it is safe to travel again.
He said this during the Sarawak Tourism Board ceremony dinner on Tuesday. Abdul Karim is optimistic that the tourism activity will increase once the tourism strategy in the Green Zone area and the travel bubble arrangement is implemented in the region.
The Ministry of Finance has extended the Sales and Services Tax (SST) exemption for passenger vehicles for 6 months until 30th June 2021. The extension is an initiative under the Penjana Economic Recovery Plan to revitalize the economy.
The ministry stated that the full sales tax exemption was implemented for completely knocked down vehicles, passenger vehicles including multi-purpose vehicles, and sport utility vehicles. A 50% sales tax exemption is levied on completely built-up passenger cars, including new and used MPVs and SUVs effective on 1st January 2021. The sales tax exemption, which has been in place since June 15, was originally scheduled to come to an end on December 31st this year. Its short-term economic recovery plan aimed at introducing a host of stimulus measures to propel automotive businesses and aid the economy following the COVID-19 outbreak.
Welcome back. The Kuala Baram fire station costing 6.6 million ringgit is expected to be completed by October next year.
Transport Minister Dato' Lee Kim Shin said the fire station would provide the enhanced services, especially the northern region of Miri, including Kuala Baram, Tudan and areas near the border to Brunei. According to Lee, the construction, which was started last June, is now 24.42% completed. He added Kuala Baram areas consisted of 3 other villages, namely Kampung Muhibah, Batu Satu and Kampung Masjid, apart from the 3,000 hectares industrial areas and a port. The facility is also essential to deal with the yearly pit fire that frequently hit Kuala Baram areas during dry weather. As of now, Miri has only 2 other fire stations, namely Lopeng at Jalan Bypass and Miri Central Fire Station at Miri City Centre. He said this while visiting the development of the Kuala Baram Fire Station construction project on Tuesday.
Right. Malaysia is looking forward to intensify efforts on vaccine development with the United Arab Emirates, UAE.
Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa bin Lasha in an exclusive interview said UAE has demonstrated itself as a friend of Malaysia during this difficult period. The fields consist of health, education, food security, agriculture, future technology, renewable and clean energy, halal industry, and tourism. Sultan Abdullah was on a 5-day special visit to Abu Dhabi, UAE, where he also met with the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Mohammed Zayed Al Nahyan, who is also Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, and other senior officials.
Malaysian shuttlers have received favorable draws in 2 Thailand Open badminton tournaments, namely the Yonex Thailand Open and the Toyota Thailand Open, following the draws released by Badminton World Federation.
According to the voting results of the BWF website, national number 1 men's single shuttler Lee Zijia will kick off his campaign in the Yonex Thailand Open against H.S. Pranoy of India in the first round. Barring any upset in the preliminary round, the 8-seeded player is expected to meet the tournament's 2nd seed, Chao Tien Chen from Taiwan, in the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, in the men's doubles, Aaron Chia and Soh Wui Yik will take on former national duo Goh Vi Shem and Tan Wee Kiong in the opening encounter. The national shuttlers should have a good chance of advancing in both tournaments. This is due to the Chinese Badminton Association's CBA decision to not send their players amid concerns over the COVID-19 pandemic. Both tournaments, which are BWF World Tour Super 1000 level competitions, offer total prize money worth $1 million, equivalent to 4,050 million ringgit, respectively. The Yonex Thailand Open will be held from January 12th until 17th, while the Toyota Thailand Open will run from January 19th to 24th.
And that concludes our 5 p.m. English news on TVS. Don't forget to tune in for the Nightline at 11:30 p.m. with Ruben Gomez. My name is Handy Gui. Have a pleasant day.